this is Danzig's most recent album, and it's called Death Red Sabbath. And very cool album, very cool artwork. I think the artwork was done by Joe Kyoto. And this is definitely a return to form. This is, in my opinion, Danzig's best album since Danzig 4. And it's more of a return back to his classic stuff. And this is evident from the first track, Hammer of the Gods. Great. The second track's also cool, revengeful. Black Candy's kind of a return back to Danzig's sensual side, like his dark sensual music, like Killer Wolf and stuff like that. The same vein as Black Candy, Juju Bones, kind of the same thing. On a Wicked Night, which he's actually in the process of editing a music video for that one right now, which was On a Wicked Night again. Again, great songs. I'm really excited to see Danzig really returning back to his roots on this one, and hopefully there'll be. Well, he said I've read several interviews around the release of this album, and he says there's probably not going to be another new Danzig album for a while, but he's still working on tons and tons of projects right now. He's in the process of doing some touring right now, and I hope he comes to Indianapolis. That'd be cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing his other projects. But one more quick Danzig album. I do not have Black Aria 1. I still need to pick that up. And Danzig's rumored at doing a Black Aria 3, but this is Black Aria 2. Black Aria 2, I believe, follows the story of Lilith, which was Adam's first wife from the Bible. And Lilith is actually a succubus. And very interesting as more of a composition of music than like a band playing music. It's very much like orchestra kind of music. It's orchestrated, it's assembled very carefully. Great music. One of my favorites, Dance of the Succubi. That's a good song. But great background music. Great if you're in the mood for something completely different. I definitely recommend checking this out. Love the artwork. Last two things I'm going to cover, and again, these have been seen in previous movie morgues, and this is the Misfits Box Set. And I'm actually going to crack these open this time and show you the contents. This is the booklet, which has lyrics and little. I think Erie Vaughn did the introduction to this. Yeah, Erie Vaughn did a little write-up for this, since he was a photographer and he ran with them pretty closely. Very cool. And of course, 2 CD cases with 4 CDs, 2 in each, and covering the entire span of their career. All of their albums, I believe. Collection 1, Collection 2 are on here. Legacy of Brutality, Evil Eye, Earth AD, and a bunch of studio sessions and miscellaneous stuff that I believe this is mostly previously unreleased stuff, as far as Hollywood sessions and a couple of other songs. And also in the box set is the nifty Misfits Fiend Club pen. And moving on, I believe this was also in a previous movie morgue, but if not, this is the Samhain, or as I've pronounced it both ways numerous times in this episode, there also could be pronounced Samhain. This is their box set, which has all of their CDs, including their double live CD. And Final Descent actually did come after November Coming Fire. Samhain 2 was Unholy Passion. I just wrote it out on the back. I'm going to open this box. So on the front of the box is supposed to be a succubus, I believe. This one's a little trickier to open. And the first thing you see when you open the box is this little, it's probably like maybe a 4 or 5 page comic book. But it's actually a really cool comic. Kind of funny, actually. It's very funny. And on the back you can see the Samhain / Danzig monster with the Crimson Ghost head. And, for those of you not in the know, that is the comic book character Mr. Monster on the front, which is one of Danzig's favorite comics. And, much like the Misfits box set, there's a little booklet in here and has all four of the, or I'm sorry, five of the albums, the four basic albums: Initium, Unholy Passion, November Coming Fire, Final Descent, and the live album. And the last thing that's in here is a VHS tape, which is becoming more and more antiquated. VHS, I mean the format of live performances, which I believe this also has the Stardust live show in it. In fact, I'm like 99% certain it does. But also has a couple other live performances that aren't on the Stardust DVD. Like one that looks like more of an arena kind of show, where at one point Danzig has on a bondage mask. It's actually kind of cool, and definitely worth the price of the box set just for the VHS alone. I don't have it all, and that as much as I love to have it all, like one thing I was obviously missing from this review is Danzig's The Lost Tracks, which I'd love to get my hands on. I just need to fork over the money at some point and just buy it, because I hear it's amazing. It's a bunch of unreleased tracks from out his entire career, from I believe from the Misfits all the way through Danzig. But yeah, that'd be very cool to check out some of those old songs that didn't ever get released. And but I mean, just the amount of stuff that I've shown here. I mean, I really appreciate every piece of Danzig, Samhain, or Misfits memorabilia that I have, or music, videos, whatever they are. I find myself going to these to listen to the music and watch the videos and reading the books and the reviews time and time and again, because it's such a fascinating band. They're one of the first and quintessential horror bands to ever exist. And I mean, so many acts nowadays. I mean, they're a dime a dozen nowadays. They're all over the place. I still find myself going back to the Misfits time and time again, because I just cannot get enough of the Misfits, Danzig, and Samhain, because of the dark imagery, and Danzig did it better than anyone else. And he still is doing it better than anyone else. So I look forward to more Danzig stuff, and that's really all I got for this edition of Uberdemon's Movie Morgue. Again, stay tuned. Should have a 20th episode before too much longer. Again, I'm still kind of planning things out and doing lots of... going to be doing a couple of surprises in there, and I'm very excited about it. And again, thank you to all the fans. I really do appreciate you guys taking your time to watch this. There's millions of videos on YouTube, and you are choosing to take your time to watch my videos, and that means a lot to me. And keep watching. I'll keep making the videos. I'll see you next time for the big 20th episode.